Hello, Abusia for Yadamase, said the mama yena quenya, SAM fire and health talk no embremo. And then I started yenjume dieno. Na yenjume dieno, yenimsi ebenya quenya, esiani ema bebre, efrimo. Jume diene yeba bedieno, enipa obediene, nimudi and health talk na breno. Nidiane, Dr. Emmanuel Mensah. Nene, jume diena obedieno, efa vaccines and immunization. Yenimse yatini ema bebre afaho. Nene ya kwenya bebra ode brain so betrechire mu apensen mu na se ya question bi ni asem bisa bi ekire ya adwen na asem wa bi anso a yetime dia fire social media channel no so ewo YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and answer TikTok. Asorin so line no eda sia say ye per question bi anasem wa bi a ye betime dia to before ansa na ye be start yen program no ye be ma Rocky Mountain Women Ministry for Amayenenyom.
I will take this opportunity to thank Almighty God for giving us today. I'll also take this opportunity to thank the church elders of Rocky Mountain Ghanaian SDA Church and also all the church members of Rocky Mountain Ghanaian SDA Church. Today we're going to discuss a little bit about our health, but we are going to focus on immunization and vaccination. So, as I said, I'm going to go with this kind of steps. So we have, this is the outline. I'm going to do what is vaccination, what do vaccines work, how do vaccines work, why get vaccinated, who should be vaccinated, and vaccine, what is in vaccines. These are the three things, major points we are going to focus on, but I can bring some other things as we go ahead. So I just looked into the definition of vaccination and immunization. They are kind of interchangeable, so we're trying to see what actually each of them is. So when we say vaccination, vaccination is the act of introducing a vaccine into the body to produce protection from a specific disease. So vaccination is the act of you doing the vaccine, giving the vaccination to somebody. And when we say what is immunization, that's that person is immune. What do we mean by if somebody is immune? Immunization is a process by which a person becomes protected against a disease through vaccination. So once we give you the vaccination, then you're going to go be immune. So the immune is going to be attained through the vaccination that you are giving. That's the two things over there. So, like I said, vaccination is just a simple, how do we even do vaccination? It's just a simple act or simple, safe, and effective way of protecting against harmful diseases. Like, if you get the vaccine, it's not like we are giving you the vaccine, but we are trying to help your body to be able to get immunization, like immune itself against a certain disease or virus or bacteria. So what happens when we get immunization? So vaccines use the body's natural defense to build resistance to specific infection and makes the body immune system stronger. So when we're giving a vaccination, it's just like we are introducing some kind of bacteria or virus into your body, but this one is coming in the form either inactivated or live. So there are two major types of vaccination we have, and these the basic ones. We have the live attenuated vaccines, and we also have inactivated vaccines. The live attenuated vaccines are the ones that are given, they have a weakened form of the bacteria or the vaccine that is causing that kind of disease. That is live one. That's the one we call live ones. And we also have the inactivated one. The inactivated ones are the dead one, but they are in the form of, it's like we make a protein in the form of the disease. It looks like the bacteria, but it's a dead one. So that's how it is. So we have the two major types, the live one, and the live one is the weakened form of the bacteria. It's not going to make you sick. So don't be thinking like this. We are giving you something that will make you sick. No. And the inactivated one is definitely the dead one. It's not even like something that will make you sick. So these are the two major reasons, the two major types of vaccinations that we have in the world. Another thing we are going to talk about, how does vaccine work? How does vaccine work? So the vaccine works in several ways. So these are the steps, very few steps I'm going to talk about. And the first one, the major way it goes, vaccines train the immune system to create antibodies, just as it would do if it is exposed to the raw bacteria or the virus. So like I said, when you get the vaccine is in the form or like it's a prototype or something similar to the bacteria causing the specific disease. Like when we had the COVID vaccine that came out, the COVID vaccine has something that is similar to the virus causing the COVID itself. So when we give you that COVID vaccine, the body will see that virus as something that has come in the body, that the body has to build the immune system to attack whatever is in there, because the immune system, the antibodies are the soldiers of the body that fight against any foreign material that it sees as a disease, and it fights against them. So when we give you like the vaccine will train your body or you train your immune system to act against. Like if you see something like this, it's something that is going to cause problem for me, fight against it. So that's one thing vaccines also does. The next thing I'll talk about it, vaccines also contain, like I said, it contains either killed or weakened form of the germ or the virus, bacteria. So it's not like we are going to give you something that is going to make you sick or something, but we are introducing it to the body so that the body will see that, oh, when this thing comes to my body, it's not going to help me, so I have to fight it. So when we introduce the vaccine to you, the body is going to build antibodies that will fight against. So when the body is introduced to the real form of the disease, like the COVID vaccine, when you get exposed to the COVID itself, and if you have been vaccinated, the body has antibodies that is already ready to fight against the COVID vaccine that has just gotten into the body. So in this case, your body is already immune, so it's able to fight against it, compared to somebody who does not have that immunity. Before the real bacteria or the real virus gets into that person, the body has nothing to fight this real or live virus that the body has been contaminated with or has been exposed to. So once the body has seen that, then it has to start to develop antibodies to fight that virus that has come into your body. At this point, the body has not developed antibodies yet. It is now going to try to develop the antibody to fight the raw virus, which can be very dangerous to you, because if it's not able to overcome it sooner, then it's going to be something that is going to equate to death or something else. But if you have been vaccinated already, the body is already having the antibodies that if the body virus, the raw virus coming, it will recognize, oh, this is the thing I fought against, so it has come again, let me fight against it again. So at this point, your body is like armed to go and fight again, not like it's going to wait so it gets it before it fights it. That's why, so we introduce you either the killed or the weakened one. That's what we use. So all vaccines are either like live attenuated or inactivated. Vaccines does not cause diseases or put you at risk of complications. So like I said initially, if we give you vaccines, we are just introducing the body to like killed or dead virus or weakened virus. So when the body gets these things, those things are not something that is going to cause the disease, but it's just training the body that if you see something like this, it's going to cause you disease, so fight against it. So it's not a real disease, but it's going to like, when the real disease comes, it's like, it looks like what it has already been exposed to, and the body has developed antibodies for that already. So it's going to be able to fight against it soon as it sees it. So the thing is not going to give you the disease, but it's just going to let the body get immune. It's going to introduce the body like, oh, if I see this, this is going to cause me trouble, so let me find a way to fight against what is coming in. So it's not like we are going to give you something to give you disease or it's going to give you any complications. That's it. Also, the vaccines may also prevent us from getting sick, because when you get exposed to these COVID vaccine or any other communicable disease, that either virus or bacteria that we can be vaccinated against, then the body has already developed the antibodies on it, so it's going to be able to fight it. So it's not, sometimes you might be exposed to it, but since the body already have the antibodies that can fight that virus or the bacteria, it should not get any effect on you. So sometimes it might even prevent us from getting sick. So our next thing is, why get vaccinated at all? Why do we even have to get vaccinated? So I did a research and said without vaccines, we are at risk of serious illness and disability from disease like, so these are kind of disease that we can be prevented from having if we get immunized, like measles, meningitis, pneumonia, tetanus, polio, and there are several more. Also, many of these diseases that have been mentioned already may be life-threatening. It can lead to death. So if you are already vaccinated, you have the antibody that is going to fight this disease, so you can be prevented from getting severe infection. It might even have infection on you. Some people that have flu shot and that they say they had a flu. Yes, if you had not had the vaccine already, the body did not have the immune system to fight against it. But now that you've been vaccinated, the body has the immune system, the antibodies to fight it. So when you get it, it might get you a little bit sick compared to somebody who had not had the vaccine at all. That person may have a severe form of the disease or the severe form of the virus, but yours might be a little bit lower than compared to that person. Per the World Health Organization, they said World Health Organization estimated that childhood diseases alone, vaccines have saved over 4 million lives every year. So let's assume all these kids that were saved by vaccines, like 4 million lives, were not vaccinated. It's most likely that these 4 million, some of them might be contracted to some of these diseases, like polio and measles, which can be a very life-threatening disease to them, and it can lead to their death. So if you get vaccinated, you get advantage of all these things compared to somebody who has not been vaccinated. Also, the major reason that is very, very important for everybody to get vaccinated is two major things. First, you are protecting yourself, and secondly, you are protecting the next person. So if you get vaccinated, it's like you are helping the world grow. because you are protected. The next person next to you is also protected, and the next person next to you is also protected. Like I said initially, when you are in a place and there's a major people, like maybe you are in the room with 10 people, and let's assume 9 or 8 of them is vaccinated. The 2 people that are not vaccinated, or the 1 person who is not vaccinated, there's something we call herd immunity. So because of you being protected, you might not even get the disease to even bring it to that person. So you are the person protecting that person. So we call that herd immunity. Also, like, not everyone can be vaccinated. So there might be some reason that somebody has to wait or halt for a little bit before they do the vaccination. So like I said, very young babies, like vaccines cannot be given to baby like soon as they are born or some weeks or whatever. Some of the vaccines cannot be given at that period of time. So you have to wait till the baby turns either 6 months or above before you can give those people those vaccinations. So the best thing here, if you are the mother or your father, a brother, or any family member in the family, if everybody there is protected, definitely the baby has got the herd immunity, because none of you is going to go out and bring the disease to the house. So the baby is going to be protected. And also people who are seriously ill, like somebody who is on have HIV, on chemotherapy, those kind of people, their immune system is already very, very low. You don't want to add any vaccines to them. You have to wait for a certain time before you can give those vaccines. And also, if somebody is allergic to the vaccine, then that one you cannot give it. Especially if somebody have anaphylactic, due to that vaccine given to them is very, very dangerous. You don't want that to happen. So it's something that we can try to prevent. So these are the few people that we don't want to give vaccine to. Besides that, everybody that is eligible is very, very important. You get vaccine so you'll be protected, and you can protect the next person next to you too. So like I said, like I said initially, everybody is eligible to be vaccinated, almost everybody. And like I said, some people should not be vaccinated based on certain conditions. And the conditions, I've already mentioned some of them, like chronic illness. Chronic illness, like I said initially, if somebody have HIV or they have immune system or immunocompromised patients, you don't want to be giving it, like, you can see if something is better to protect, like somebody's on chemotherapy, you can wait until the patient is out of the chemotherapy before you can give these vaccines. And people that have chronic disease that is hard to treat, on people that have immunocompromised disease, it's also, you don't want to give them. And like I said initially, people that have severe life-threatening allergies to the vaccine, like if it can cause anaphylactic effect, then you don't even want to do that. We have to find a different way to protect that person. Like I said, that one will be better when everybody around the person is vaccinated. That's why when a baby is going to be born, we advise parents or people around them to get certain kind of vaccination so they can protect the baby. And also, if you want to go get vaccination, yes, it's very, very good you get vaccinated. But if you have severe illness and you have high fever or something like that, it's better you wait to get out of the disease or to get out of the illness. Though if people around you will be very good to get their vaccination, that's very, very good. It can help protect you and also the people around you. And so once you get better, or if you're out of your sickness, then it's the best time for you to get vaccination. So everybody that is able and you are not immunocompromised or you are not too young for any vaccine is recommended. And I will encourage everybody to get that kind of vaccine, so it will help them and also help everybody around us as well. Okay, so at least we all know the importance of having vaccines now and why we should have it, who should get it, and when is it going to help us or when is it not going to help us. The next thing we're going to talk about is like, what is in the vaccine at all? What is contributing to the vaccine? So we're going to talk about some few steps, some few things that are found in vaccine. We have antigens. The antigens, this is a kill, like that's something that's going to look similar to the virus or the bacteria. That is when you get sick, the real one you're going to get. So the antigen is either a killed or weakened form of the virus or bacteria, which trains the body to recognize and fight the disease if we encounter it in the future. Like I previously mentioned, your body is going to get to know, oh, if this thing that looks like this comes to my body, I have to fight it. So as soon as it sees that thing that looks like that form, then your immune system was already built. We have the antibodies to fight that person or fight that form of image or the virus. So at that point, we have the antigen that looks similar to the virus. So the body is going to develop something that will fight against that thing. Also, we have the adjuvant that is part of the vaccine that is made. The adjuvant helps boost the immune response, which helps the vaccines to work better. So that's going to help the vaccine to work better. We also have the preservatives. So the preservatives ensure the vaccines to stay effective. What do I mean by effective? So it will be able to work properly, or it will be able to fight properly. So the preservatives is a form that is in the vaccine. So when you even keep it for some period of time, that's why we can keep it for a certain period of time. Those are the preservatives are going to help us to be able to save us for a certain period of time. We also have the stabilizers. The stabilizer protect the vaccine during storage and transportation. Like vaccines are not made in our homes or close to us. Vaccines are made in factories and big places. So when these vaccines are made, they need to be transported to different places. So like hospitals, nursing homes, schools, some transport to different countries and other places. We have to have the stabilizer that will keep the vaccine stable so it gets introduced to the person. So this one is going to be help with the storage and also transportation. So as you transport the vaccine, some of them are supposed to be freeze. You have to have a freeze to have it freeze as you transport it. Some of them have to be in fridge. They have to be in the fridge as you transport it. And these stabilizers are helping the vaccines to keep it firm so that when it's needed to be given to the patient, it is there and it's ready to go. Okay, these are the few things that I'm able to talk to about vaccine, but I just want us to look at something little here. It might not be so clear to you, but let's try and see. So I have this graph from the CDC website, and from what we see here on the graph, when you look below the graph, we have the black and we have the blue with zeros in it, and we have the blue, real deep blue. That's it representing the graph. So the people that are with the white ones, the black ones are people that are unvaccinated. And the yellow ones are the people, this is regarding COVID-19, because that's the latest, that's why I'm trying to quote this or reference this for our studies today. So we have the people who are unvaccinated with the black ones, and people who are vaccinated only with the monovalent dose of the COVID vaccine. Those are the ones that have zeros in it. And we have the deep one, which is the ones that are vaccinated with the bivalent, and they have also have the booster. So if you look at the graph, you can see the top one, the black one, is way higher than all of them. So those are the people, the death rates that is occurring. So you have two graphs here. One is the cases, and the one on the other side, on the right, is the death associated with the COVID infection. So the cases, people that had the black one on the left side of me, is going to be, you see the black side is way higher compared to the blue one, the people who had the monovalent, and also compared to the deep blue one, which is way below, it's almost you cannot hardly see it, which is the one for the people who had the bivalent and also boosters. Those are the cases that we had. And compared to the people who also died, so cases associated with that, you all can also see that the black one, which is people who are not vaccinated, is way higher compared to the people who are vaccinated. So when you see the black one is way high, the people with the monovalent is a little bit, and the people with the trivalent boosters are also like way below. So these are also the ways we can see the importance of vaccine. You can see how vaccines have helped bring those the death rate down and also the cases rate also down. Yes, there are some things that you can also get from vaccine, like you can have some side effects. The side effects is not compared, even similar to, it's nowhere compared to the having the rare diseases, because I'd rather have the vaccine, get a side effect, which is going to help me protect myself, than to wait and get the vaccine. So when you look at the vaccine, some few side effects that may happen is like you can have mild fever, you can have injection site pain or something like that. But comparing that to having the rare disease, I'd rather have the vaccine than to have the disease itself to put me in problem or can give me a life-threatening disease or infection. Thank you all for listening to me. I'll end our program here. Thank you. Happy Sabbath and have a great day.
Abusuafo yɛda mo ase sɛ mo atimi atie na yɛn health talk na yɛde brɛ mo no yɛnim sɛ yɛsua nneɛma bebree afiri mo sɛdeɛ mesi kaa no earlier no yɛn social media platform ne wɔ hɔ nti sɛ obi wɔ mmoa anaasɛ asɛmbisa bi a obi timi de afa yɛn social media platform ne so ama yɛ ɛwɔ Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, baabi a yɛn Zoom line ne asɔre WhatsApp ne nso baabi a wɔ hɔ a wobɛtimi de abrɛ yɛn afei nso so wo mmoa bi a wopɛ sɛ ɔde boa dwumadie yi nso ɛno nso wobɛtumi de aboa yɛn ansa na yɛbɛkɔ no yɛbɛtie yɛn nnwom no ansa na yɛakɔ yɛda mo ase bebree sɛ moanya kwan atie yɛn afei nso every Sunday biara yɛde dwumadie yi ɛbɛbrɛ mo nti let's stay tuned.
Master, the tempest is raging, the billows are tossing high. The sky is all shadowed with blackness, no shelter or help is nigh. Carest thou not that we perish, how canst thou lie asleep? When each moment so madly is threatening, a grave in the angry deep, the winds and the waves shall obey thy will. Peace, be still, whether the wrath of the storm to see, or demons, or men, or whatever it be, no waters can swallow the ship where lies the master of ocean and earth and skies. The whole shall sweetly obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still. The all shall sweetly obey thy will. Peace, peace be still. Master, read anguish of spirit, I bow in my grave today. The depth of my sad heart are troubled, awaken and save, I pray. Torrents of sin and anguish swipe all my sinking soul, and I perish, dear Master. Oh, hasten and take control. The winds and the waves shall obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still. Whether the wrath of the storm to see, or demons, or men, or whatever it be, no waters can swallow the ship where lies the master of ocean and earth and skies. The whole shall sweetly obey thy will. Peace be still, peace be still. The sweetly obey thy will. Peace, peace, be still. Master, the terror is over, the elements sweetly rest. Its sun is the calm lake is mirrored, and heaven's within my breast. Linger, O blessed Redeemer, leave me alone no more. And rejoice, I shall make the blessed harbor, and rest in the blissful shore. The winds and the waves shall obey thy will. Peace, be still. Whether the wrath of the storm to see, or demons, or men, or whatever it be, no waters can swallow the ship. Where lies the master of ocean and earth and skies? The all shall sweetly obey thy will. Peace, be still. The all shall sweetly obey